whatever time zone you were in. You are currently paying attention to this show. Don't worry, we enjoy your company. So this is Monthly Fandom News, and with your host, Michael Hartnett. We have a very good person as our guest tonight. You might know him from his acting and theater career, or that he was the President of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln!
Hello, it's great to meet you, and truly thanks for this picture. I'm sure I'll have a super awesome time. It's so great meeting my friends. They are the ones who truly inspire me. Go Team A. So Michael.
Yes, it's just a pleasure to meet you.
Much appreciated.
If you didn't star in films like Bill and Ted or National Treasure 2, it's possible that the It's About the Birds movies would not be here today.
You have any questions?
How's your kids?
Well, Ed just had his first Halloween. He was a dinosaur.
That's adorable. I feel warm and fuzzy. Here we go. Let's learn about your life. How do you think your big beard and hat affected your run on presidency?
I might have gotten a few votes here and there.
Really? Maybe I thought it might have given the wind to you.
It's just facial hair and an absurdly tall hat.
Great. So anyway, you were president.
Yes, I was.
Now, we don't know your backstage feelings while president, so I think all of Walmart's staff is with me when I say, was there pressure being the President of the United States of America? Go, Matt.
Not really. I was cool. I knew what I was doing. When you have a beard as red as mine, you just go with the flow. Cool experience, I guess. I admit I was a little scared. But I am Abraham Lincoln. I was chilly as a little bean. Now about my movie career. Now, that was terrifying.
I knew your effortless leadership skills amazed me.
Why, thank you.
I'm curious, maybe something you did affected you on a personal and presidential level. How important to your career as president and actor was the Gettysburg Address?
I think it was very important to me. I don't know how that relates to my movie career, but yeah, I think the Gettysburg Address was for everything. I dedicated every second to make sure it was a representation of the action that needed to be taken. I try to live a moral code so that all lives are free to have a great life. Go America, America.
Thought maybe it had something to do with your film career, but you inspire me.
I always want my fans to benefit from my success.
I'm getting a little emotional. So, just give me a moment. What was it like in movie theater you died in?
The theater was cloggy, really cold, and I had sticky gum under my seat. I gave it 1 star on Yelp. We watched Batman and Robin, so you could say I was truly dying inside too. Oh yeah, being killed was not nice.
Yeah, that sounds like a rough experience for you.
It was.
We all know the saying, what kills you makes you stronger.
Anyways,
what was going through your head when you ended slavery?
Well, I felt this is what the Founding Fathers wanted. I was inspired and determined to make America a better place for everyone.
That's what I thought. So what was the worst and best part of being president for you?
Well, Michael, the best was protecting this country I really love.
Worst?
I'll have to think that for a second. It was such a great experience, but I will have to go with getting shot in the head. What? Too soon?
It always hurts. We have talked a lot about your presidential career, so I think would be fun to go off on something. Now, personally, do you think the movies that portray you are accurate, and why not?
Lincoln could not have strayed away further, but I have to give it to Vampire Hunter Lincoln. It closely resembles my life.
I totally agree. Your legacy is truly eternal. The Gettysburg Address will always have an afterlife. While we're on the topic of movies, which is the idea of the show, let's do that.
Sounds good.
Everyone knows you've had a long film career and hundreds of movies that inspire people even today. So how do you review the movies you've watched this month?
Well, I saw Dune, the new one. This movie has every person who's ever lived, except for me. Fun fact, I was up for a role in the movie, but the contact lens hurt so much. Thankfully, I think Zendaya played the role pretty well. The movie was thrilling, and whoever they got to play the Sandstorm would win an Oscar. He has some pretty boring political elements, and I was the president. But the movie was very good, and just a marvelous special effects. I give it 9 golden stars out of 10. I'd give it 10, but there's no sting.
You just made me want to see the movie more. Also, glad you enjoyed it.
I saw The Eternals. Chloe Zhao comes back with a marvelous tale of heroes. Hopefully it wins an Oscar. It had great representation of diversities and just a few amusements on the new comic. It was great and the Celestials looked awesome and it was a great addition to the universe as a whole. My personal favorite MCU film being Iron Man 3. If I was president, I would have rewired the main drive and flew right out. You know, I have a personal connection as they were the books I read after school as a kid.
You were born in 1809. Marvel Comics didn't start until 1939.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet. I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife and it was amazing. The ghost and comedy were amazing. And I loved it when Bill...
Wait. That movie up to this recording has not come out yet. You can talk about it next time you're on the show, but no spoilers for us. If you know one detail that was not in the trailer, the movie is ruined. So another thing that in movie pop culture that happened this month is the release of the Academy Museum. So Oscar winners got to attend. So you went for your role in the 5th reboot of Lion King.
It was so much fun and just great seeing those film props in real life. It was a great time and we got to see the movie museum where you can stand with Dorothy's shoes or the E.T. puppet.
Off the go, because it sounds so fun.
That was until Daniel Day-Lewis arrived. I guess the Cheapstick won an Oscar.
Ah yes, your long-standing feud of Daniel Day-Lewis. Can you tell us why exactly?
It was 2011 and Steven Spielberg was making a movie about me and I was honored, so I went in to get the role.
It's obvious you get Abraham Lincoln to play himself.
I guess Steven did not think that and I didn't get cast.
What?
He cast that no-good hack Daniel Day-Lewis and I got the role of man in place number 5 and when it was a release, it was praised for his method acting.
Harsh.
I'll tell you what method acting is. Looking in the mirror. Then it was the Oscars and he stole my Oscar. I should have got it, but I'm Abraham Lincoln and so we have feud ever since and so when I saw him,
yes,
I punched him in the jaw with the Infinity Gauntlet and he hit me with a Death Star miniature. And I was just trying to start a conversation. Well, now legally we cannot be in the same room.
Well, I'm sorry for you, but I've had a great time. And I think a great way to end this is to look to the future. What is the new movie about you going to be? What is going to look like? Any different from the Lincoln Saga?
Yes. Man on the Penny. Very different from the Lincoln Saga. It's a kung fu animated action horror suspense drama musical and it's quite amazing. It feels great to be represented as a CSI agent.
Man on the Penny, releasing President's Day 2022. The slogan being, George Washington might have cut down a cherry tree, but Abraham Lincoln cut down the mafia's crime spree. Thank you so much for coming today. I've had a great time with you.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure being here and expressing my thoughts.
Glad to hear that. Also, make sure to look behind you next time.
What?
Glad to have you here on Monthly Fandom News, and Michael Hartnett talks about it with people. Thrilled to have Abe here.
Thank you, and thank you very much for having me, and go America!
See us here next time for Jessica Joe and Owen Wilson.
Wow.
I've been Michael Hartnett. You've been a carbon-based organism. Also, this show was great. Bye.